In today's video we will know about the things that we have got to learn from Sri Bhagavad Gita. I will explain to you these 21 Sikhs in very simple Hindi, English or Urdu words which I will get. Therefore, for the next few minutes you will have to listen carefully and understand each and every word of mine. Without wasting time, let us move towards the biggest treasure of knowledge in history which has been given not only in this world but by the biggest motivational speaker of this universe, Sri Krishna. And by understanding it very easily and following it easily, any person can get whatever he wants, whether it is happiness, success, learning management or making his life better. There is no one greater than Sri Bhagavad Gita. There cannot be another course. Let's start. I will try to explain it to you in simple words so that you can understand it well. Lesson number 1, nothing good or bad in this world happens without any reason. Once upon a time, there lived a poor woman in a village. When she had a child, he was absolutely healthy. But once due to some incident, one of the fingers of that child's hand was lost. That woman was very sad that along with her child this was to happen, and she always cursed God for this, that I don't know what enmity God had against me. He cut off the finger of my own child. Time passed. One day an elusive demon came to that village in the guise of magic. That demon wanted to sacrifice many children to increase his powers. He also kidnapped this child, but as soon as he started sacrificing him, he remembered his guru's condition that the child whom he sacrifices, all the organs should be intact, and she was forced to leave the child alive. And that day her mother realized this, and that is our first lesson from this video. That whatever happens in this world, whether it is good or bad, it never happens without any reason. Learn number 2. You cannot do it in any condition without doing any work and getting its results. It is not possible that a human body can live without doing any work even for a second. It is not possible that a particle of this universe can live without doing any work even for a second. Doing work is an integral part of our life. Even if we sleep, our mind does not sleep. We dream, we breathe. In every part of our body, millions of microscopic particles are engaged in doing their work. We can never escape from doing our work, and on top of that God also says that we should not remain locked in any work. I am confused. See, we are not, so we can live without doing any work at any moment. Nor should we remain locked in pride. What we mean to say is that whatever we do, we should do it with the belief that it is not I who is doing it, but He is the one who is doing it. God above, I am only a reason, I am not doing the work to do it. Rather this work is being done by me, it is being done by me, and when our thinking is at this level, then we will never face any sorrow. We will get it. We will never repent, we will never be proud. Okay, number 3, instead of being happy by being a slave of others, one should be free and face one's own sorrows. No matter how many troubles there are in your life. But if you are free, then you are a real human being. In Sri Bhagavad Gita, slavery has been described as worse than death. Man is not a slave of whom? He is a slave of his mind, of his thoughts. Today, we are slaves of smartphones. If you are working, then you are working as a slave of someone. Taking support of others and becoming a slave of others. There is a light line in its beach, and if you go beyond this line, then consider that you have gone to the slave forest. For someone else, that line is self-respect. As long as a person does any work with his self-respect, he remains free. But when he falls so much in front of someone that his self-respect begins to end, then he is free from problems in his life. She falls and becomes a slave. Therefore, it is better to be free and face one's own problems rather than being happy being a slave of others. Learning number 4 is king, lust, desire, anger, and greed. These 3 are the gates of hell. Desires, we cannot live life without any purpose. See, it is very important to have a desire in our mind to fulfill the purpose. But when that purpose remains limited only to ourselves, and it does not matter to you that how much loss is being caused to the other person because of desire, then that desire becomes very painful because sooner or later you will have to face its wrong consequences. Anger, what can I say about anger? Anger is the biggest reason for our weakness. There is evidence. A person who gets very angry is very weak. Okay, if you act angry for someone's good, then it is understandable. But what happened that BP became high, eyes became bad? Greed. You must have heard the story of the golden hen, which used to lay one golden egg in a day, but one day its owner got greedy in his mind that if the hen is laying eggs daily. So how many eggs will there be in its stomach, and I cannot take one egg every day. I would have cut the stomach of this hen today itself, all the eggs would have come out, and what happened in the end? The hen died. She did not get anything from the next day. As much as she, because of his greed, that too was snatched from his hands. Desire, anger, and greed. These three are the doors of hell, and I am not talking about hell after death. Living life is like hell. Hell after death, worse than leaving. Lesson number 5, when a human being is born, he is naked, and even when he dies, he is burnt like this. Nothing goes with him. He cannot take anything with him. Whatever you have got in life after coming here, before you came, it belonged to someone else, and when you leave from here, it will all belong to someone else. The money you have today, the name you have, the position in which someone else was before you. Even if today you there, but tomorrow, someone else will snatch that place from you. And this is the law of creation, and that is the biggest lesson of Bhagavad Gita, which every person on earth should understand today. So if change is the rule of this world, then what is the thing which remains forever? There must be something which will always remain in this world even after you are gone. And that is humanity. First of all, be a good human being. Every human being is the meaning of that God, and in our religion, we are directly connected to that God. Our soul can never go wrong, but we do wrong things for the pleasures of the body. Get involved in. Well, leave it, whatever we have today, whether it is our love, relationship, money, or name, one day or the other, it will definitely be snatched away from us. It will definitely go away, and this is the rule of this question, which yesterday belonged to someone else. It is yours today, but what is yours today will belong to someone else tomorrow. Lesson number 6 of this video is that whatever happens in your life today is only and only because of your thinking. If any person is at any level today, no. Whether that level is up or down, it is only and only because of that person's thinking. Only and only because of your own self-belief. If a beggar wants to become rich, and if that person wants, then he can become rich. No mother's son in this world has the courage to stop him from becoming rich. And if a rich person wants to get ruined, that too is easy. If someone is the god of cricket, isn't he? So it is only and only because of his thinking. If an athlete brings a gold medal in a competition, it is only and only because of his strong thinking process that sports person brings a gold medal for actually completing